Hey, so I shem.
What's a long no?
And then yo. But
No, it works. What I'm doing here?
What is it?
No, hey, Malum, this is.
Wait.
Yeah?
Is this water from the church that was at Orlando
This
Stadium?
water is.
Or is this water from Malawi?
No. This water is from KZN.
Yeah?
Yeah, and it. Prepare for 2 weeks' time.
Oh, the double derby.
Yeah, bo.
You know, Mpho, that's why we struggled when we played at Soccer City.
I was about to say. So here's the thing. You guys were at Soccer City and you struggled against Pyramids. They were at Orlando, but turned us.
and the main important thing that you need to do right now with this spraying of water, melo spray ama apple because we need green apple.
Tell
Forget about it.
Guys,
fine.
Remember what we said last time when they were doing this promise of theirs.
Yes.
It was never going to last.
Of course.
Said the English word is entente.
Yeah.
This entente of yours was never going.
Ayikho vele. And whatever deal that we spoke about, what a deal lazo it was.
So entente.
Yeah, because ngibabona ukuthi bayahlupha nje laba bagibela phezulu kweimoto ba celebrate izwe lonke ngathi yashi country. No, I need to fix this.
So the derby has started.
The derby has started, and please, can we start the show? Because this thing can't go dry in the next day.
Oh, okay, right. Let's continue.
Yeah.
Let's continue. Ladies and gentlemen, ditch the duvet, haul away the heater, and ignore that "Hey stranger" text. The hottest sports show in Mzansi is on your screen. The Betway Premiership Preview Show will keep you warm without making a dent on your electricity bill. My name is Mpho Maboi, and as always, I am with the 3 tenors whose football knowledge hits all the right notes. In fact, let me start with the introduction. We've got Malum BBK. He's a veteran writer and editor. He's been in the game so long, he was there when the World Cup trophy still had a name and surname.
Jules Rimet was a Frenchman.
Yes.
Jules Rimet, Frenchman, Football Association, right? I actually saw the trophy and I held it in my hand.
You saw the trophy?
I saw it when I went to Brazil. They have a beautiful museum. It was 2011.
Yeah.
Beautiful museum. It's like the size of this whole building.
Yeah. Yes.
You get in from the one entrance in the north, get out in the south. And that tiny little thing was there.
Fantastic.
And I looked at it and said, my friend, remember me? And she
Is this
said,
the one that got stolen and then recovered?
and then ended up being with the Brazil.
Aha!
And I looked at it and said, remember me? And it said, Je t'aime.
Yes!
man. Now think you're time, but right.
Parla pour moi.
Parla français?
Kwan rampul gulo.
And Isamile.
Oh, Mr. Kwanrambul. He is Brighton Mhlongo, our Mr. GQ. He brings style and suave and sophistication to our set. He was a mannequin during his playing days, however, and he graduated to a model when he retired. Were you not a mannequin? What was the mannequin challenge? In fact, did we not start with the mannequin challenge?
Was that the mannequin that Kaiser Chiefs unveiled for Mulumo and Dao?
Yes.
That was him.
It was him, mannequin.
The only mannequin challenge was Miss Shama's celebration is Tombe Sihle.
Okay.
Love it.
I come again.
Challenge over, boy.
I love it. Well, you've heard his voice. That is Sky Tshabalala, a multi-talented as Brighton Mhlongo. And I can tell you this much, he can dance as well.
He can dance.
Speaking of Amafaya, speaking of Amafaya, we also hear that you will be Chiefs' #1 goalkeeper next season.
Really?
Ay, wena.
I I need to ask. Mhlongo muhle. Is the bouquet not meant for the ladies? Why are you waiting the ladies for the bouquet?
Is that something you're telling us?
Bafethi, I was young and dumb and
Don't worry.
Bo, I have a whole lot of questions.
Yes.
I also have questions. trust
I'm
me.
worried. One.
Yeah.
Labo left labo two labo lesa style bosa shaya ihlokoloza noma itwalatha noma yini shaya wena ngathi boshaya ihlokoloza itwalatha and then number 2 hayi boy wena ngathi bosucabanga line out ye throw ku rugby labo cisho wakhuthuza abantu
You doing this, Mpho? One day is one day.
But one day is one day.
Rasi.
Why
Rasi.
tretina?
Sky. Yeah, no, you can come.
You can have him.
It's good for the box.
Done. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, you've met the crew, and it's almost time for us to get down to the business of the week. But before we start, let's recap what happened last week with our flip, because I remember, straight win. Tshabalala, speaking with
Open the foot.
confidence. Yenzekile na.
Angifuna usibuka.
Okay.
Yeah, sleep. Angifuna usibuka.
Yeah, all right. Let's see this. Where? Yeah, it's a red apple.
So
First game.
There's two things I want to address here.
Yeah.
The first one is that Richards Bay have played on a Friday back-to-back, and they've given us red apple. I thought there would be something like Maritzburg United playing on Fridays doing the thing, but they don't do that. And then I had to offer an apology.
Yeah.
There's a team that I used to mispronounce the name. And when I started pronouncing it correctly, they started winning.
Qala wawuthini?
Nangithi Magesi. Manje imagesi.
Benzani?
They're doing the thing.
Bafaka ugesi.
So they gave us a red apple because we backed TS Galaxy. Mangithi we mina no Brighton no Prawam.
Angeke ube uBrawa manje.
So Magesi, what konje nickname yabeni?
Dikwena Jamesi.
Dikwena Jamesi. I'm a crocodile amanzi.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well done, boys. We're gonna back you now.
Is that why we all wearing
That's why
blue,
we're
you and
wearing
I,
blue.
and then they
Yes.
decide ukuthi yena no Malum bathi abayingena.
No,
I am going to give Magesi their flowers.
Yes.
Because the year 2025,
Thank you.
ever since Owen Dagama took over, has been phenomenal. So Dikwena Jamesi are doing it.
OG untanga wami sihlale sikhuluma lento ngimtshela ukuthi bayabheda lapha eshowini bathi zodliwa. Wena bakhombisa.
You understand where it's coming from.
No,
it's
when I
coming
from
from
the PTSD.
Yes. So the trauma. For me, it's hard for me to even say
Magesi.
I phuma ngisho ukuphuma ngoba acima ibani lapha Orlando Stadium. For lokho angaba forgive for lokho, and I cannot. But today at least I'll represent them with the color blue and just say well done.
No,
Like,
on a serious note, that's the team we need to back now.
Yeah.
In the
Only when they play
Richards Bay, no chips here.
Okay, anyway, let's come back to this week. Because the championship chase might be a 2-horse race, but the fight for the last cap spot is going to be an absolutely absorbing battle with up to 7 teams in with a chance. 7 teams. We've also got TS Galaxy and Sekhukhune United, who are 2 of the teams in the mix, and they are set to lock horns this weekend.
All aboard the amazing race, rickshaw! Hold on tight. There's only one seat, but many suitors trying to snatch it. This is a race like no other. You get to see the beauty of Mzansi from the terrific Table Mountain to the glorious God's window. But your opponents will bring out your ugly side in fierce, feral fights for 3 points. The winner who will finish third will represent Mzansi in the CAF Confederation Cup. The Betway Premiership's bronze medal is bling like no other.
Coming here to win, we come here to give it our all.
Stellies snapped it last season and got to battle with Black Dolphins and wage war with White Knights. This season, 7 clubs are slugging it out for the spot that gives the winner an out-of-this-world experience. Every tinker has been there, which is why he is eager to return with the Sharks Sekhukhune. But first, they have have to take down the tenacious TS Galaxies. Everyone ready to race?
TS Galaxy lost to Makesi.
Yes.
And now they're taking on Sekhukhune, another Polokwane team, one that is also in with the transfer top 3 finish.
Yeah.
Where do you see them going?
So here I'm staying away from a result, but I'm seeing goals. Both teams, they actually do score. What's his TS Galaxy scored against Chiefs, they scored against
Makesi as well.
and it's something they do on a regular with Baganovic and all the likes there. Sekhukhune, that's if I had a second favorite team, okay, third, because Santal Maidlane Pirates. Yeah, okay, third favorite team is Sekhukhune. They just keep giving us green apples.
Yeah.
They don't disappoint.
Consistently.
So both teams to score.
Both teams to score.
in
Do
this
you
one.
gents agree?
I'd certainly agree with him because he's making a very valuable point when he's talking about scoring. What we've picked up is that all the games that TS Galaxy plays, regardless of the result, you know, whenever they're having a bad day, they'll always get that one goal. Sure. And there's one particular player. In fact, we would mention 2 or 3, right? Because they have a solid team. But there's one particular player that I feel he's very integral when it comes to that. Sibelebele. Brilliant in the box.
Yeah, I know Sibelebele is
I think
proper.
that player, he's one guy that he always has something up in his sleeve. So I agree when it comes to goals.
Why will you Tejan?
So that's what I said. I started by saying there's a couple of players that we can mention, right?
Yes.
Because Kigan Toli as well is very influential.
Yes.
He came in and he became very influential. Mhlongo as well came back, the captain, and he showed why they missed him in all these other games. Uzasmovic as well, you know. Yeah.
I'm impressed. No, because there's nothing wrong with what you say.
Sure.
But this is Sekhukhune. Mshana, you said they are chasing top 3. Right?
Yeah.
They did qualify for Confed Cup this season, right? But they were out early. And they were out early, but this time around, they've got somebody who actually knows how to navigate his way when it comes to the Confed Cup. I'm talking here about Eric. And I look at Sekhukhune this time, they are not going to tinker because they've got tinker.
Yeah.
And they want to go there and show Uguti. Then
100%.
Yeah.
Tinker Pela took SuperSport United.
Yeah.
And it
Yeah.
to a Confed Cup
Confed
final.
Cup
But
final
before
against
that,
Mazembe,
he had acquired this African continental inter
With us.
with Orlando Pirates as the assistant. to Roger.
Why What?
Wow, Popeye.
Whoa. Let me tell you. You when I was confed, I was nominated top 5 goalkeepers.
Point of order.
I had 16 sheets confed.
Lalelani,
We went all the way to the final.
Point of order, mina umalume uyakhuluma necambukela. Shut up, come on.
Malum.
Njoba bengisakutshela mshana.
Malum.
Ngo-Tinkler wafika assistant coach kuphi?
Yeah, Malum.
Kuphi? Ishopele le club yenu.
Go Orlando Pirates.
Assistant Roger
Roger
This
Tisa,
was
yeah,
the
Malum.
final Champions League ngobani?
2013 Malum.
And then ngo-2015 esehambile uRoger uTinkler waba yini?
Sayithatha sakufaya waba head coach.
Kwi-Confed Cup.
Yes, Malum.
So unespiliyoni, right?
Yeah, Malum.
Salento lesikhuluma ngayo. So konke lokho okuthi okushilo ngoGalaczovic ungakuthathi kancane
Nangale.
ukuthi seqedile umalume khulumani.
I feel like that family
Yeah,
member that starts the fire, ne?
No.
And then walks away.
Okay, sharp grand.
Okay, Sharp.
You were there.
So wait, you're sticking with your bet?
And I played that tournament.
Point him to score.
Yes.
For team to score.
Okay,
Tanko.
Linda Mtambo.
Bopha Comrade.
Sibelebele.
Ngabhali igama lakhe ephepheni kusende time.
Nazo.
All right. Anyway, can we continue? We need to definitely blitz through our quick picks. First up, we've got the Durban Derby between Golden Arrows and AmaZulu Brighton. Are you still here?
Uyayivubela. Impi uyayivubela.
Yeah, but okay.
Yeah, but you're not giving us a pick. Mpho Ivubela, what's happening?
There'll be a goal nalapho.
Okay.
So if
All right, it's
Arrows
a
is gonna
quick
score, AmaZulu is gonna score.
All right, it's a quick pick.
Okay.
Arrows is
Over
what are
one.
you
going
I'll
with?
go with over 1.5. Give me the other one.
Malum
Yeah.
BBK, we've got Amakosi who hosts Gallants in what should be an exciting encounter. Where should Sky go here?
There will be a gallant victory for Kaizer Chiefs.
Yeah.
Yeah, they will
Bethatha.
turn the team. They will turn the team.
Usha is straight now.
Mamel, angithi
Wait, it's a quick pick. Usha straight now.
Ngiphuza straight mina. Nangu mfana ophuza straight. Mina ngiphuza into ehleli yase Scotland kude lemshana. Nangu mfana we straight. Ngithi mina iChiefs is going to get a gallant victory because bafuna ukuza kwena beshisa.
Okay.
What are you saying?
England to a net pen.
All right.
I'm giving a different bet here. I'm saying Chiefs will score the first goal because it's something you
How?
can use.
All right.
Chaza Mshana.
How? They'll put the ball in the back of the... Wait. They'll put the ball back of the net and then... Wow.
Badlule cheap.
Wow.
All right, guys. On that note, have you locked it in? Please lock it in.
I'm going to say...
Lock it in.
Okay, it's in.
All right.
It's in.
So he's locked it in.
Yes.
We're going to take a young break. Make sure they fight it out, guys. When we come back, we continue with the Betway Premiership Preview Show.
Awulanda imvubu Mshana ngibabhaxabule la bayadelela.
Well, just like Malum BBK's beloved beret, sport never rests. In fact, I'll tell you a secret. His wife whispered to us that he wears it to bed every single night. So in order to stay close to the action, just like BBK's beret does to his head, download the Betway Scores app. Betway Scores will keep you updated with the latest lineups up to the second scores and all the statistics that you need. All you have to do is scan the QR code on your screen right now to download the Betway Scores app on your Android or iOS device. Stay up to date with all the action from the world of sport thanks to Betway Scores. Now, before the break, we chatted about the battle for African competition at the top of the table. Now, we're turning the attention to the opposite end of the league, where SuperSport United are stranded in unfamiliar territory. Who would have thought we would ever say that? Now, with their top flight status on the line, the fight for survival is getting saucy.
The name is Guillotine Gajin. I am the Grim Reaper's South African cousin. The Grim Reaper comes with death. I bring something worse. Relegation. I spare your life, but kill your dreams. Yes, Bella. I didn't get to enjoy using Isembelam against the Royal AM. They didn't put up much of a fight. That means whoever finishes 15th will get Isembelam, still shining and shimmering splendid. So Cape Town City and SuperSport, pass up. I won't even mention Richards Bay, Bona, Balasgate, Isembelam.
It's Sekhukhune City up against SuperSport United. Both these teams have disappointed you before, Sky. So how are you going on this one?
I don't want to touch this one.
I will count Nelson.
No, I'm not counting. Yeah, me.
How?
Yeah, it's horrible. This
Okay,
one.
guys, can we talk about the fight for survival? Who's going to find themselves into the playoffs? Because you've got SuperSport United, you've got Cape Town City, Marumo Gallants, and Richards Bay all involved in the scrap, right?
I think SuperSport survives.
SuperSport survives?
I think they survive.
How, Sway?
I think they have the pedigree. They've never been there before, which is going to be interesting because they've never been there before. If I had to pick one, you asked us to pick one. I think that SuperSport survives.
Abantu abanepedigree yalapha eZansi Richards Bay.
Richards Bay.
They survived by the skin of their teeth. They played the playoffs last
They have a new sponsor.
They have a new sponsor, but they've got the pedigree.
And so you backing Richards Bay?
I'm not backing. I'm talking about the pedigree that
so
you're
who you
about.
backing?
They will be no, they will be at Bay.
See, at least when Malum, at least when I'm with my pick there, you have to pick someone. Who's surviving out of the four?
I personally feel that Cape Town City for me, they're going there.
So you think they're going to be relegated?
No, they're going to the playoffs.
Oh, they're going to the playoffs.
Yes. Wait. Let me
not say relegated because Royal AM has already been relegated. Whoever finishes 15th will then get into the playoffs with number 2 and 3 in the Motsepe Foundation Championship. So yeah, as things stand, Devon City might, but yeah.
Okay, so now the question is who's going to the playoff or
who's going to the playoffs?
Oh, who's going to the playoff?
Who's going to the playoffs? I asked that question correctly, yeah. Maruma's going to the playoffs.
Maruma's going.
Okay, Maruma's going to the playoffs.
For me, I love this team, but I still say Cape Town City, the way they're
going to the
performing.
playoffs.
And you know, another important one, Skis, is like quick one. Ne?
Yeah.
You know, when you play these battles down there against umuntu ofika na izembe, bese agawule wena ngaphezulu, it becomes hard.
Yeah.
So their loss against Richards Bay didn't do any justice for them. So I feel like it's been happening 2-3 months now with the poor performances not getting results.
It's been happening all season. They started the season with Eric Tinkler. They brought in Muksine Tukral. He only beat Chiefs and Pirates. He's gone. They haven't won in 14 matches. They've got now this guy who was there as the assistant to Tinkler and assistant to Muksin. They've got in my friend Roger Tissa there as well to try and help them.
Why does he look
It's a jumbled sale of knowledge.
What's wrong, Malum?
No, man.
Okay. I need you to place your bet on this one.
Umuntu oyinyovayo yonke lento akakhulumi.
Okay, Polokwane City.
Polokwane City, SuperSport United. I know Malum will always say vitamin C, which we haven't seen forever. We got a laugh from Malum.
Okay, I need you to lock it in.
Under 3.5. It's a horrible
Under
game.
3.5.
Under 3.5.
Meaning there'll be less than
4 goals in this game.
I fully agree. I mean, under 3.5.
That's a very safe bet.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, it's one of those.
Okay, so
City later.
yes. Okay, so Sky has put his money and what little reputation he still has left
jump in.
on the line with the slip. Let's see if it'll give us our first all green apples. Let's quickly recap the slip, please, Mr. Tshabalala.
Yeah, so we got both teams to score. TS Galaxy, Sekhukhune over 1.5, Golden Arrows against AmaZulu. Kaizer Chiefs to score the first goal.
Kuphi?
Epalini.
I don't add you.
Yes.
Please.
Okay,
the last bet is
Egypt.
under
And then under 3.5, Polokwane, SuperSport United.
So how much
So there's
money
only
are we
5
making?
games in this one. So I need to stay reputation, 5 games. So far, 100 randi. Tola about 595
okay, that's not bad. That's not bad. So if you agree with what Chef Sky has cooked up, simply scan the QR code on your screen right now. That will take you straight to Sky Slip on the Betway app or the betway.co.za website, where you can cherry pick from Sky's selection and place your own bet. Do remember to always bet responsibly, and winners know when to stop. Let's not forget, the Betway Premiership season is entering its final stretch, and that basically means that we're closer to seeing what the trophy will look like. Our Betway ambassadors visited Nelson Makamo at his studio to get an update on Mzansi's most prized possession.
Hey.
You already have the concept in mind of how it's going to look.
I have a few concepts in mind. All the trophies already level, like they hardly include 2 important figures, a player and a supporter. The trophy tradition is silver.
Now, yeah.
Not usual you find gold on a trophy.
Yeah, no.
Mara South Africa we have.
Yeah.
So hopefully, if all goes, there will be a bit of gold.
True now, because at some point, the league trophy used to be so heavy because I don't have the price. So I'm trying to
Just like
So, gentlemen, the world-renowned Nelson Makamo is designing the Betway Premiership Trophy, right? If you had his ear, what would you want him to add to the trophy?
First and foremost, did you see the people, the players, the ambassadors who were visible there?
Yeah.
I know where this is going.
I know exactly where it's going.
It's people who have tasted the glory of Premiership in the longest time, and it's people that who have the pedigree of winning it. It was Pirates former captains, it's Sundowns former captains. Athi ngivale lapho Mpho. You can read between the lines ukuthi the trophy ka Nelson Makamo yaphi.
Sky Tshabalala had a FIFA commitment.
Yeah, trophy ka Nelson Makamo.
I just want to say, FIFA had we had Kaiser Chiefs legend. He had a FIFA commitment. FIFA. Yeah, top 10 all-time goal.
I mean, I'm not asking where the trophy is going. What should we add to the trophy?
But what do you add on a trophy?
Okay.
The names of the people that have won it many times.
Na impendulo yakho njani? Indebe. Leo Makamo. Yabo lokhu lenkomishi lo yakhaya. Indebe fanele ibe neindlebe. Angithi
Like the Champions League.
Sicela ukuyibamba ibe nendlebe. Sipake nalento ekhona phakathi siphuze sijabule. Ibe ibambele.
I got you. So, on that note, we cannot wait to see the final product, Nelson. Thank you very much for coming on board. The teams involved this weekend will not have their hands on the trophy. On Saturday, we have 3 games kicking off.
Have their hands on the trophy.
Can I quickly tell the people which fixtures they can report? Thank you very much. We've got Mpho City who take on SuperSport United, while Golden Arrows will host AmaZulu in the Durban Derby. And then at the FNB Stadium, AmaKhosi. And then on Sunday, there's only one game. We've got the top 3 tussle between Sekhukhune United and TS Gallants. But next week, Wednesday, we'll see Mamelodi Sundowns face off against Richards Bay. Orlando Pirates will be visited by Sekhukhune United, and then Chipa will head to the Winelands to take on Stellies. I would like to know, since these 3 games taking place next week, Wednesday, are too far to put our money on. But I think that it makes sense for us to talk about them. We've got Stellenbosch, who hosts Chipa, Sundowns, who welcome Richards Bay. But of course, the pick of the fixtures has to be 2nd place Orlando Pirates, taking on 3rd place Sekhukhune United. Let's start with Pirates Sekhukhune. How do you see this one going? Very quickly.
He's giving me a look, so yeah.
What
obvious?
Warm up before the real deal.
What obvious?
But it's a warm-up before the derby. So he started. Okay, Sundowns up against Richards Bay should be a straight win, as some people like.
Straight Sundowns, straight.
Straight to Sundowns. Okay, last but not least, Malum, we've got Stellies. They will want to, of course, stake a claim for the 3rd and final CAF spot by beating Chipa United. What do you see happening?
They've had the taste of it. They've done so well to get to the semi-finals. They're playing the 2nd leg against Baldo Davids. I think that they would want to go back there to prove that this was not a fluke.
Before we go, 20 seconds. You wanted to say something very important about Durban City.
Kunomndeni wakwaZondi kunendodana yabo uSinamandla odlalela iDurban City South Africa usishiyile umfana uphangalele uye wawa besayivocavoca belungiselela ukudlala umdlalo wabo neMilford waphuthunyiswa esibhedlela mayefika esibhedlela waphangalala sithi ke kuona umndeni wakwaZondi konondaba alwehlanga lungehlanga kuyona iDurban City yonke Farouk nawo bonke abantu abakhona eqenjini alwehlanga lungehlanga uhambe kahle Sinamandla ulale kahle kwethu usigora iyobonana kwelizayo
Mfowethu.
Condolences to the family, condolences to the football fraternity at large. But, of course, there is something riding on every moment of Betway Premiership action as the season speeds towards its exciting conclusion. We will be back next week to talk all things Soweto Derby. You do not want to miss this one. Because once again, we get to see this. Why Lisa Kazini? Because it's such a part of us. Daniel already. Guys, wait until next week. Wait until next week. Bye, guys. Bye.